let's start on the East Coast. Is there a storm developing in the Atlantic, as there seems to be every day?
Yeah, I mean, taking a look here, we're tracking two areas of possible development here over the next week or so, but the area down here is the area that we have most concern with, at least in the short term here. Probably going to get a tropical storm to form out here over the next couple of days here. It's going to approach the Lesser Antilles here late this week, maybe clipping those northern islands. The good news for the United States, though, is we do expect a turn out to sea like this. It might even become a hurricane, but like I said, looks like this will be steered away from the United States. The other area we're watching for, again, late this week into this weekend, low chance of development here off the East Coast. We're expecting a coastal storm to form and then gradually move up the coast here. So even if it doesn't become a named tropical system, I do expect there to be pretty gusty conditions and pretty heavy rain southeast coast all the way up the mid-Atlantic late this week and into this weekend.
So we're also hearing about flooding possibly on the east coast of Florida. Can you explain that? What's going on?
Flooding. Now, this happens about 1 or 2 times a year. It's when the sun, the moon, and the earth all kind of line up together, and the moon is actually a little bit closest to the earth. And so it typically happens during the full moon or the new moon, but this just means that the tides are about 1 to 2 feet higher in spots than they would be in a normal high tide. And so a lot of these more vulnerable areas like Charleston and then South Florida, same thing, these areas are much more vulnerable to this higher tide. And so we're already seeing flooding here. A lot of times this can be sometimes called sunny day flooding, where you don't even have a storm, but due to the king tides, you're still getting that big flooding concern. So we're expecting a lot of that today. Today is the peak day for these king tides. So if you live in any of these coastal areas, do expect some coastal flooding during the day today.
All right, finally, what's happening? We've been talking about the East Coast so far. What's happening on the West Coast?
Yeah, well, we're tracking Priscilla out in the eastern Pacific right now. It's a hurricane right now out there, well southwest of Mexico right now, although it's bringing some impacts to the west coast of Mexico. But for the United States, we have to watch it late this week. Even though we expect the storm to fall apart as it's moving to the north, some of that moisture can still get grabbed and pulled up into the southwest here. We're going to have a dip in the jet stream to the west, area of high pressure to the east, and what it's going to do is it's just going to funnel, I think, some of that moisture into the southwest. Now, right now, it doesn't look like a big flooding event, but there still could be some localized flooding down there late this week and maybe into the weekend.
All right, Alex, thank you very much.